Hello. Hello, it's me. Give me just a moment. Okay. Hi everyone. Okay, this is awkward. Okay, here. Hello. Welcome. I'm just gonna pray really hard that my net does not die today. Otherwise, I'm gonna combust. Also, I just saw I think there has been some gift subs going on. I'm really sorry, but like on this scene all my alerts are hidden, so I won't really hear or see them. But I have seen a bit in the starting screen, and thank you so much. You didn't have to, but thank you. I think I've seen Chloe and Kancho gifting things. I'm just gonna check real quick in case I missed something. Didi, oh, thank you also for the 10 gifted. Oh my god, what the hell, guys. And Pillow, thank you for resubbing. And welcome, everyone. Did I miss anyone? I hope not. Thank you so much. I probably won't get to greet everyone individually today. But I have seen names in the chat, in the starting screen. I have seen some friends. And I'm grateful for every single person that came. Thank you so much. I want to say something. I technically want to say a lot of things. I'm probably going to be really awkward today, not gonna lie. I apologize in advance. This is gonna be weird. We're gonna try. First of all, most important thing I need to say today. I'm so sorry that this stream had to be postponed to an extra day. For context, it was supposed to happen exactly 24 hours ago, and then I had a net outage. Best timing ever. Why now? That was really frustrating. Yeah, it lasted for a while actually. I think it ended at like, I think the net came back at like 6 AM or something. So yeah, the stream wouldn't have been doable, but I'm really sorry because I know streams like this are stressful for everyone. Stressful for me, stressful for you. And so dragging it on for even longer is just terrible for everyone. But yeah, I'm really sorry. At least now we're here. We're gonna have a chat. You forgot to turn the redeems back on. Oh yeah, sorry. I want to say all my alerts are turned off today. My redeems are turned off today as well. And for even full transparency, I want to already say it. I will not be reading the chat today. I actually have something to like hide my view of the chat. I'm really sorry. Just know though that I'll actually be looking at the VOD to read the messages that you leave at any moment in the stream. So your messages won't be left unseen. It's just I won't actually read them while I'm having my stream right now. So still feel free to type whatever if you want. But I won't see them now. I'll ignore you. I'll pretend you don't exist. And I'll pretend I'm talking to myself basically. Which is even more awkward. Thank you for the head pat. I think that's the only redeem I enabled today. This and the daily tea on Twitch. I see people also have been on the YouTube side. Thank you. I guess I can only say the same for you, that I won't be reading your messages right now, but I'll be reading them whenever I watch the VOD. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I have a freaking fly in my room, so if you hear some fly ASMR, I'm really sorry. I tried to chase it before the stream, but then I ran out of time. That's just gonna add extra content, I guess. I don't even know where to start. Yeah, I just really hope that the net doesn't die, because since I have the chat hidden, I won't even know. I realized that I will have been talking to myself for the like past 20 minutes and no one heard anything. We'll see. We're just gonna pray that's not the case. My net actually died even this morning after saying that it was back. So I had a mini heart attack, but now I think it's fine. I hope. Alright. Hi. I already told you that will be awkward. I'm also probably gonna drink a lot. Does anyone, whenever you get nervous, does anyone else feel like super dehydrated just from the rush of like stress? Whenever I get super stressed, my lips become the driest thing ever, even though they were fine like 1 second before. That's so messed up. So I'll have a warm drink before bed today, which is not tea for once. Alright, enough stalling. But I do have a lot to say, so I'm sorry if I'm gonna kinda be slow. I actually wrote notes that I'm gonna be glancing over or even reading at some point, but even then it feels weird. First thing I want to say is just thank you for being here. And now it's not my usual streaming time. Usually I stream literally 12 hours earlier than that. Although technically all my important streams have all happened at this time. My debut was at this time, my new outfit was at this time, and I think some community event and karaoke were also at this time, so today is also an important stream, so I guess it's technically fitting. But I still know that not everyone can make it, so if there are any concerns because it's kind of awkward for your time zone and you cannot stay for a long time, just know that the VOD will be around, there'll be a recap. Don't worry too much, and if you feel like even outside of your time, like your schedule, if you want to take a step back, that's okay too. Do what you feel is right for you, take care of yourself. Where do I begin? I'm actually cheating and looking at my notes right now. I know that by making a stream with the title that I chose and the announcement of the stream itself, it brings some concerns and fears. I'm sorry for making you feel not the best. I'm not sure I'll really be able to tell you whatever you're hoping to hear today, but I'll try to share my feelings as much as I can so that it's at least a little bit better. I'm probably gonna get emotional though. I just want to tell you, I'm sorry in advance. I can already feel it. What the hell? I didn't even say anything yet. So, I already dragged it on for like literally an extra day. I shouldn't do this any longer to you. I'm here to make an important announcement, which is the scary word. Well, not the scariest word, but a scary announcements are always scary. I'm here to formally announce that I'll be going on an indefinite hiatus and halt my internet activities at the end of the month. My last stream will be on November 30. And technically that's the biggest TLDR of today's stream. I'll talk about much more, of course. I'll elaborate as we go. But if you had to give a summary of one sentence, that will be it. I'm literally hearing my heartbeat. What the frick? Okay. I'm sorry it's not the happiest news for some of you. I'm so glad I'm not seeing the chat right now, honestly. I think it's really for the best. Because I'm only assuming that some people might be sad. I'm sad too. I'm making it about myself. I'm actually gonna make a lot of things about myself today. I'm gonna talk about myself all the time. Sorry in advance. But yeah, I know it's probably also potentially a bit sudden for you. I mean, I think being like, I have an important thing to say is kind of, you know, maybe some people predicted that, but I don't know prior to this if it was expected or not. I do want to say though that this is something that was thought of and planned for a really long time. So it was not like a light decision or something that was done impulsively. This has been planned for a good while. Yes. I know it's confusing right now. Maybe it will be less confusing as I speak a bit more, but I'm not seeing the chat anyway, so technically I don't know how you react right now. I'm only assuming things. Again, maybe my net literally freaking died and I don't even know. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. But I do hope that you can be respectful of my decision. And again, I hope that it will make more sense. Oh, thank you for the head pat. I'm sure that I am live now. That's a good, like, am I still live check? Thank you. Again, sorry for the weird vibes. I'm laughing all the freaking time, even though I know it's not a funny stream. I'm the kind of person that laughs a lot when I'm nervous. I just want to say I'm still taking this seriously. I'm not like making fun or light of however people might be feeling right now. I'm kind of just trying not to cry too. So please don't hate me too much for laughing. I guess it's just my way of coping. But yeah, I do have a lot of notes written down, as I said earlier. I actually have like a freaking Google document that's like 8 pages long. I literally like I came prepared. I even rehearsed this stream, but it's not really going well because I'm just like, the nerves are kind of, you know, like just exploding and everything. But I have like a version of the notes that are full sentences in case I can't like find my words anymore, but otherwise I'm just planning to glance over it. But yeah, 8-page document, here we go. But yeah, I basically wrote different sections of every point that I think I should be talking about for the stream. Because, you know, with that kind of announcement, I think there can be a lot of questions that come, some concern that come. I try to think of everything you might be concerned about or curious about. I'll try to address everything I can today. If I forgot anything, I probably will in fact be glancing over the chat at the end in case there is a question that I didn't answer, or if you have something that, you know, I couldn't really address, because, you know, I probably did forget something. So yeah, I guess hopefully I answer everything, but if not, I hope to answer this at the end. Sad hicking noises. And this is the freaking fly really close to the mic. The fly is here for emotional support, actually. Okay. I just need to scroll on my notes because I'm already done with my page. Okay. Alright. Thank you for all the head pats. I don't know if you do this out of care or making sure that I know I'm still live, but maybe it's both. I appreciate it. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna drink again. I'm actually gonna drink more than I ever do on stream. So freaking dehydrated. Alright. Regards to the question I shall address. The first one, which, you know, is usually the biggest question that ever comes with those kind of announcements, is why is this happening? What's leading to this? And I'm gonna have to ask for your patience again, because I probably won't start by actually just saying the reason, but I feel like technically I could just say the reason as is, but it's pretty selfish of me. But I kind of want to just talk about my streaming journey first. You know, I want to share how it's been feeling for me and share like things the best I can do, because I feel like this way it's a bit more personal. It's not like as distant of just saying like, oh, I'm leaving because of that or because personal reasons, you know? I don't know if it makes sense. I hope it does. So I'm gonna just kind of start talking about why and how I started streaming, you know? I guess in a way this is gonna probably make people emotional. I'm sorry, I do have my evil tag. Do I have my evil tag today? I don't even think so, but well, whatever. Maybe I do. I guess that is one of the many evil things I'll say today. Alright, let's talk about my streaming backstory. I'm so awkward, guys. You have no idea. But thank you for the headpats. I appreciate it a lot. So about my streaming journey, why and how I started out and everything. Technically, I kind of started... Okay, to be fair, okay, I'm sorry. Just a little parenthesis. I know a lot of people heard this story before. For my regulars that heard it like 15 times, I'm really sorry. I'm still gonna say it. Bear with me. So, I technically did stream on different platforms very occasionally. Since like, I don't even know which year it was, but 2014, 15. I started with Join Me, which no longer exists. It was like a very weird platform. But like a platform where you could only... You didn't have a channel or anything. You could only generate a random link, and then people could come and chat. But it was very limited, because it was a long time ago, and I guess streaming wasn't as big. So only up to 10 people could come at once. And there was no sound, unless you paid. So, yeah, I did that at first. Was fun here and there. Doing this like every 10 years. Then I tried a platform called Picarto.tv. It's not really known, but it was like a streaming platform that focuses on artists, which is pretty cool in hindsight. But it didn't have as much visibility, and eventually I moved on Twitch. So I did have very occasional streams just because, you know, I like drawing. No way. She likes drawing. I like drawing, and, you know, it's always good to have people to keep you company, to chat with when you draw. And in a way, it feels pretty validating, right? To be like, wow, this person wants to see the progress of my art. That's pretty flattering, you know? So, I guess that's technically the reason I like streaming. I guess it's honestly a very generic reason. Although it's not like the inspirational thing that's like, I want to make people smile. I'm sorry. Again, I'm evil. So I used to just do this very occasionally. But I think for a lot of people that are literally like me, what made the interest even bigger is, you know, the VTuber rise, right? Seeing literally like cute anime girls streaming. Now that's my thing. Like, it's so cool, right? Like, I mean, first of all, I'm a weeb. I like making characters, drawing, making OCs, making designs. And I feel like, especially for me, it was fitting because I always thought that having some kind of visual representation of the streamer, fictional or not, is always good to identify and interact from the stream to the audience. Not sure if it makes sense, but that's always how I felt, at least. But you don't necessarily want to have a camera on your face all the time. You can have privacy concerns. You can, I don't know, you can also just not be confident or have any valid reason. But you can instead be an anime girl. And in my case, I draw. So like, I feel like having literally my own art representing me by like, you know, moving and stuff. It's like technically the best outcome possible, right? It's reflecting my content and what I do. And in a way, I kind of feel like for VTubers, because you get to choose your concept, your design. I feel like sometimes, and I say this especially as an artist, it's technically an even better representation of yourself than if you were just like streaming with your camera on. I do feel strongly like that for myself, and I feel like a lot of VTubers probably share that sentiment. Yeah. So I had this interest, but I didn't debut, because, you know, debuts are kind of crazy. But I was getting interested at the end of like 2020 because I was seeing, you know, technically Hololive Ian debuted, but I also had some people in my surroundings that were planning their own debut or already debuted, and I'm like, wow, That's so cool, I want to do that too. And in November 2020, I took part of a yearly event that I actually took part for like 5 years at this point. Like by 2020 it was the 5th anniversary of me doing this. It's called November. It's like every day of November you draw with a specific hue in mind. It's like kind of intense because it's a drawing a day, and I was doing like full drawings every time. And since I was already kind of casually streaming, kind of interested to testing the waters basically, I was like, you know what? Doing this November, like streaming every day as I do the event, will be a pretty good reason to stream. Like it's like I literally know what I can draw. I won't have to be like, oh guys, I don't know what to do. So this is perfect. And so I did. I streamed almost every day. I think maybe there were like, I don't know, 3 or 4 streams I couldn't have because I was sick all the freaking time. But I really streamed a lot. Technically, it's kind of funny because I think in retrospect that even after this, I never streamed as much in a month ever since. I did a lot and then never again. But yeah, I did stream every day, and I started seeing some people coming to support my art. People that didn't necessarily know me, but just found me through the, I guess, art tag. There are still some people that found me from this time, so in November 2020, that are still around to this day, which is pretty crazy in retrospect. And and I just was really grateful for the support. And among the people that supported me, there were some that were asking if I'll ever have my mic on, because at the time I was only typing. Speaking English was terrifying to me back then. I was extremely unconfident about my English. I thought no one would understand me ever. So I was terrorized. But people were so nice and supportive, and like even when they asked about that mic, they weren't like pushy either. So I did tell them, you know what, on the final day on November 30, I will have my mic on. And so I did. And that was like, quite frankly, probably one of the best streams of my life. Because I was, first of all, really nervous, and I didn't really have expectations or anything. I was just like, just scared, shaking in my boots, being like, oh my god, what if no one gets me? This is gonna be awkward, blah blah blah. But it just went so well. People were so supportive again, so sweet. Like, I wonder if, no, I don't think I got a hype train or anything, but people started even like financially supporting the stream. That was crazy. And it's not the reason it was good, but just, it was really, I was very pleasantly surprised by how nice everyone was. And I also noticed that, for my personal experience, I can speak on behalf of everyone, but interaction with people by talking out loud compared to typing in the chat was a very different experience. I really liked how much more, I guess, natural the conversations were. I'm not sure, I'm not saying that by just typing you cannot have natural conversations though, but at least in my case, it felt much more natural and organic, and I just really liked it. It just felt right, I guess. I did have commitments after, so I couldn't actually stream as long as I wanted that day. But when I left, this is gonna be kind of embarrassing to say, but you know, I had like the very cliche feeling of like when you're in love with someone, like when you have a crush and you're just like freaking giddy about everything. You're just like, oh my god, that was so great. That was me. I just felt like that for the whole day. I was just really, really happy and really grateful and just still in disbelief of what happened. And it was that day, specifically on the stream of November 30, 2020, that I really felt like I wanted to stream. Why did my model die? Girl, this is not a time. SMH. This is really that stream that made me think, wow, I like streaming. I want to keep streaming. I want to commit to streaming. I don't know if I will have necessarily kept streaming or pursued it as much if it wasn't for this stream. So that is what led me to pursue it, I guess, a bit more seriously, to commit. I did take a break, and I returned in January of 2021, at the same time as I opened my commissions. And when I opened my commissions, it was the first time I opened emote commissions. I literally had zero experience in it. And I don't know what kind of miracle happened, but for some reason, I got a lot of demand for it at once. And that was just very convenient timing-wise, right? Because I was hoping that by getting commissions, I would have stuff to stream. So it was like really perfect for me. And I was just really shocked by suddenly I'm getting a lot of work. Suddenly so many people want to pay for my art. It was the first time that I ever reached the 4 digits in a month. I used to not even have like 4 digits in a year, and suddenly it was like my monthly thing. Which, again, was not something I ever expected. Really, really crazy. Very, very lucky. I'm very fortunate. I know this is like, truly, I got really, really lucky. I thought it was just a fluke. But then it lasted the next month, and then the month after too. And then I just kept earning like a pretty decent income for art, which I never considered, and I just realized that suddenly this was just my actual monthly income, and this was like what I was doing for a living, which I love drawing. I didn't actually want to pursue art for a living, ironically enough, but I really like drawing, so that still made me really happy. And I still can't believe it, honestly. Like, what the hell? Thank you guys for giving a chance to my art. Goodness gracious. That lasted for a while. And this is kind of from there that I got to just kind of repeat the cycle, sorry, of like, you know, streaming often, because I kept having, like, I think I almost never had no commissions to stream. Like, I always had stuff to draw because of, you know, commissions and stuff. Again, goes to show how lucky I was, because it means I either got a lot of demand or I'm really slow, and maybe it was both, but still, demand was kind of crazy. I feel like I'm just here to flex at this point. I'm sorry, I don't want to just like talk about how I'm like getting rich. So yeah, I got really fortunate for this, and I started, you know, really thinking that I could make a living from this. To be fully transparent, it's not like I could ever live comfortably or anything from it, but probably with this and like maybe some help from like the government, depending on what I do, I could survive on my own. But I don't think I'll ever like afford crazy stuff. But still, I still think it's a win. Like, you know, this is still a very fortunate situation. So yeah, oh my god, wait. Sorry, something got in the way. So yeah, and from that I got to stream more, and then because I was drawing commissions and I was streaming all the time, people started also financially supporting the channel, which again I'm really thankful for. And again, thank you again for the hype train earlier. I'm so sorry I can't really see whatever might be happening now because I hid everything because I'm scared. But yeah, I'm really lucky, and from that I was able to fund my VTuber debut, and I debuted it in 2022. And then, you know, even more fun stuff, like, you know, my outfit that you see now, which is not my very first model, and a lot of stuff like this. So a lot of really cool opportunities got to happen thanks to you, like also counting the subathon, for example, which got a lot of support. I'm really grateful for that too. So yeah, this is kind of how we came to be where we are now. But as things go, and I want to just say that what I'm saying is not even really me complaining, but just like, you know, continuing my story, I suppose. As things go, I guess, demand for things change. I don't necessarily think that my art is really fitting for what is in demand anymore. I'm also really bad at promoting myself, and I think it doesn't help that I kind of, I guess, branched myself out from not just streaming art, but also stream games and other stuff, I guess, question mark. But in either case, whichever the reason might be, over time, the commissions decreased, which again, not a reproach, guys, don't get it wrong. Because I always kind of expected it will happen. I never thought that I will have commissions forever. I never thought that this will be something sustainable forever, simply because I'm aware that trends and demand change and that I will not always fit it, and that I will eventually kind of fall behind. I think that's more or less a natural process, and I was fully prepared. So I'm not even really sad about it, but it's just what it is now. And so as things stand, unfortunately, streaming and drawing is just not really sustainable for me anymore. And I'm actually extremely privileged because in my surroundings, I have a lot of people that are very supportive in every way of my, I guess, dreams. Where they've never been like doubting me or pressuring me to do anything, and I know that if I was literally on a super dire financial situation, they will help me, and I know that's a huge privilege, but I also don't think that's something that will be fair to them. You know, I don't want to become someone's financial burden. That's just, it feels awful. And I think I also just need something sustainable and I guess more reliable, because art is very, like, you can be lucky one month and then have nothing after. You just never really know. At least in my experience, you know. If any artists watching this don't have this issue, honestly, good for you. You deserve it, I'm sure. But yeah, the thing is, currently, I can't really keep going. And again, I really want to say, this is not me asking for money right now. Do not like just like send me like $1 billion. That's not really just that. It's just like one of the situations. Another thing that I think my regulars know about, but maybe not everyone watching, is that I actually move very often. Every 3 months I'm moving places and countries, which I'm kind of used to because it's been the case since I think 2022, so it's been a while. But it's kind of hard to settle down in life, I guess, you know, like you just, do you really have a home? Or do you have two homes? It's kind of weird. Like it's getting uncertain, and especially in a case where I can't really just rely on art or streaming anymore and need something else. That makes it a bit complicated, right? Because if I'm literally moving countries all the time, unless I find like a remote job, I'm kind of stuck. And so basically my plan for myself is to kind of step out from the internet for who knows how long and put my everything, my full focus into something else I need to prioritize in my life in order to finally settle down somewhere and hopefully get something more reliable and sustainable for myself also. And I don't know how to finish the sentence. You know, kind of move on to the next big step of my life. I think it's been, I've been saying that this decision was planned for a while, and it really has been. And I think I've also been wanting to move on to the next step of my life, which doesn't mean I want to move on from streaming by itself, but just my personal life, I guess. You know, I just kind of don't want to keep moving all the time. I'm not gonna go with the specific reasons as to why I'm moving, but because I guess it's kind of weird, right? Where, why, that's weird. I probably won't go into the specifics, but you know, the fact is that it is what's happening. So yeah, I want to fully focus on that, and I know it might seem weird because, you know, I could probably be streaming. Technically, this is my second hiatus announcement. Some people that have been around in 2023, sorry, might have witnessed a semi-hiatus that was announced in like May or June, I don't quite remember. It was very semi-hiatus because I was still streaming relatively often and still doing commissions. And the reason for my hiatus at the time was actually pretty similar than the one I'm having now. But I know that so long as I don't take a full step back, so long as I don't properly leave, so long as I still think that I can come back here, or that I should come back here, like right now, I know that I won't be able to focus on the things I really need to focus on right now. And this is why I really have to make a kind of very drastic choice, which, you know, I want to say makes me really sad too. I really love streaming. It's really, I'm not leaving because I don't like streaming anymore or because I don't know, I don't like you guys. I'm really sad. It hurts like hell, but it is a very necessary step that I need to take in my life. I hope it makes a bit of sense. And you know, technically I'm not gonna see whether you say yes it makes sense or no, because again, I'm really not seeing anything. I just see hands on my hair all the time. Thank you. But thank you. Case in point. But yes, that's kind of the big why. I do want to say I did not call this a graduation. I did call this an indefinite hiatus, because like I just said, sorry, I love streaming. As things stands, like, you know, if I could not have to worry about any of like my current other issues, I'll probably just keep streaming for I don't know how long, but until I'm tired of it, I guess, which I'm not. So I love that. And so right now I think it's not realistic to say it's a graduation and I'll never be back ever, because graduations imply you're gone for good, you know, you fully retire. I think right now I love this, so I don't think it's like, you know, I don't believe myself. I don't fully believe myself if I say that I'm leaving for good. So that's why I just really want to call this an indefinite hiatus. You know, I'm still saying that I'm stepping out from the internet because it's true, but it's an indefinite thing. I want to say though, and it's also important because, you know, I don't want to like give you crazy hopes either, that even though I can't call this a graduation, I also can't promise that I will be back, because I kind of go by the mindset that you kind of just don't really know what the future is made of, I guess. You know, it's very freaking cliche sentence, but it's true. I actually never really have stopped being online ever since I started, which was a really long time ago. Again, guys, I'm old. I'm like 80, how long? 80, 87. I've been online for a really good while, and ever since I started, you know, I kind of moved across platforms and stuff, but I never really stopped. This is the first time I'm actually stepping out of the internet and have like my, I don't know, normie arc. It's really freaking scary because I don't know how to act and behave. It's a really big change, and I'm really scared. I don't know how I'm gonna feel or adjust to this. But it's exactly because I don't know how I'm gonna feel about all of this that I can't guarantee I'll be back, because as things stand, first of all, maybe I'll just not be able to adjust to this, and I wouldn't want to return until I'm fully adjusted to this different life that I have, because if it's to just like die and pretend I return and then just die again, that's I don't think it will be satisfying. But also, you know, as sad as it is, I don't know how I'm gonna change as a person, and I don't really believe in that myself because I'm the me of today who loves streaming. But maybe I realized that I'm really happy with the normie life. You know, the other side that I will be experiencing, and that maybe this was a good time for me to retire. I don't really believe that, but you never know, right? That's why I don't want to say that I'll be back for sure, because I really can't tell when. I know that if I'm back, it's gonna be in a good while anyway, and so I don't want to give people false hopes to just cling on to forever. Especially, it's not even just due to Twitch subs, but also due to Twitch subs, right? Like, some people are like subscribing every month, and I wouldn't want people to like hold on to those thinking I'll be back, and maybe I won't. That's just, you know, that's not cool. I mean, you know, if you want to keep your sub for, I don't know, the emotes or whatever reason, I'm not gonna stop you, but I don't want to be misleading. I want to share every single thing I can say. I want to share how I feel or my uncertainties, even though I guess it's not, you know, in the end, it's not really answering the question as to whether or not I'll return. But I do think it's better than saying a definitive answer that might be wrong anyway. Because I wouldn't want to just say I'm going and then regret this decision too. Because again, I really love everything I built. Technically, this identity of lunacyhilly, again, I've been online before that, but this lunacyhilly identity has been around for, I think, 11 years. I did so much in that time. I did so many cool things. I met so many cool people. Literally, I wouldn't have met my partner without that. I wouldn't look like this. Just a lot of things, right? I'm really attached to this, and it does feel like, it's gonna sound dramatic, but it does feel like I'm tearing off a part of me a little bit by just leaving this behind. But you know, as sad as it is, it's still a very important thing I need to do. I'm being, you know, a little bit of a drama queen. I'm sorry. Those explanations are technically really bad and vague, but I think you just deserve things as I feel them, rather than, you know, just things I don't fully believe in. Sorry if it's not what you were hoping to hear, though. I understand the feeling of wanting, like, definitive answers. Sorry I can't give that today. I am a very undecisive person in general. I'm checking my notes right now because now I don't know what to say anymore, but I know I have a lot to say still. I'm cheating. I need to drink, actually. My tongue is like turning into a little stone. You know the little stones that you throw in lakes and they're like gonna ricochet? This is my tongue right now. My tongue, if you even care. Anyway. Alright, I think that's actually like all I want to say for just the specific question of why and if I'll return. Again, I do have other things I want to talk about. Sorry, I'm just really talking for like a really long time. I'm really just gonna monologue for ages. Sorry. Although I know technically the stream is kind of about myself, but it still feels kind of weird. So, okay. Now, about some other questions that you might be wondering about. I think some of them, I'm sorry, maybe some of them are really obvious, but I'm just not sure, so I wrote everything I could think of. So, yeah, sorry if I'm just gonna do really, really obvious statements. About my presence on social media. Again, I think what I said earlier kind of already gave the answer. But just in case, I will no longer be on social media after I go on hiatus. Be it Twitter, Blue Sky, Twitter. I realize I'm kind of only on Twitter, to be honest. But I guess I won't be around on Twitch either, like, as a viewer either. So, I realize this makes me super sad. Like, I won't see my friends and Oshis anymore. At least not for a while. Sorry friends, sorry Oshis. I still love you and your streams. Never doubt that. You're very cool. But yes. But yeah, due to the reason of me needing to focus really on something else right now, to settle down, I just think I need to be away from the internet in general. Like, social media, I'm sure a lot of people can relate, but social media, you scroll down, you just look up for one little thing, and then you realize you spent 2 hours there, and you're like feeling like crap afterwards. I'm guilty of that, and so that's exactly why I need to leave, because otherwise I'll never do what I need to do. And technically that decreases my chances of, like, potentially returning if that ever happens even more, because, you know, things will never get done. So yeah, I won't be around. So, you know, if you DM me there, obviously you'll get nothing from me, because literally crickets. That being said, I do want to say I will basically leave officially again after my stream on November 30th. I guess I'll officially leave on like December 1st or so, because I'm guessing the stream will end late. I do want to say that I have some projects that I'm working on with other people, like collaborations in terms of like covers and music. I think I need to hiccup. Okay. What was I saying again? I don't remember. yeah, the sorry, my project. Sorry, my god, my brain. I'm literally avoiding looking at the chat to not forget what I'm saying, and I forget anyway. Can't even blame you for that one. Too bad. Yes, I do have projects that have been in the work that unfortunately won't be released before I have to leave. It's kind of sad, but you know, in a way, this means that you still have little extra things to look forward to even after I'm gone. I won't be around to really interact with people online, but when the projects will be released, I'll at least log back in to share the actual releases. You know, that's the least I can do for the people that worked alongside me. They deserve, you know, they deserve me to, you know, do my job in terms of exposure. I think that's the least I can do. But yeah, just don't think if I just share some cover, don't think I'm back, please. Unfortunately, I probably won't be. So yeah. There's that point. I guess that's something you can look forward to. Please do. Please do. Please do. My next point. Again, I'm really sorry if my points are super obvious, but better safe than sorry. The next point is about commissions. Again, just like everything else, I will no longer... I just saw a ghost hand just now. Just like everything else, I won't be accepting commissions after November because I need to focus on other stuff. I do want to say though, I do have some people that inquired a little while ago that have been put on a wait list and have been waiting for several, even like some time. I want to say to those people, I don't know if you're necessarily watching it, I will be contacting them anyway, probably tomorrow, but to those people that will still be fulfilling your commission because it has been discussed already. And well, if you still want it, because you can also back up, that's completely valid, don't worry too much about it. But yeah, I will be finishing those. Technically, I might need to finish them after my hiatus. I don't know if I'll finish everything by then, and I'll still commit to finishing your work properly while I juggle with like other things I need to do. I'm sure I'll figure out a good balance. But yeah, for people that inquired are like, wait, why are you leaving? I thought you were gonna do my emotes. Don't worry, I still got you if you still want me. I promise. But yeah, other than that, I won't be accepting new commissions. I'm not really against the idea of drawing though, because I love that, but I don't think I can do that for a good time. Just don't expect anything for a while. But I could see myself opening commissions before necessarily returning to streaming. But I don't think I'll necessarily want to make a post on social media, so I guess the most I will do is, I don't know, change my status on my website or something. But I'm not necessarily against people even inquiring by email. I just will be slow, and just don't expect anything for, like, I don't know, the next few months though. I will be sure to decline those. But yeah, if you still want some stuff occasionally, you can always send an email to inquire, and I mean, if I can't, I'll just say no. But I probably won't be able to accept a lot, if at all. But I know that some regulars that have been counting on me for some of the stuff they, like, I don't know, their emotes, for example, because I'm their only emote artist. I guess there's at least this. You can technically reach out, but I probably... First of all, if you need anything urgently, just please look for someone else. If you need something in the next few months or the end of the year, look for someone else. Honestly, yeah. Even the beginning of next year, probably consider someone else. Support other artists that are still pursuing it fully. And also, my model just keeps dying, I'm sorry. As long as it's not the stream, it's fine. I wanted to say something. Crap, what was it? It was about commissions. About commissions. Do I have it in my notes? Read. Oh yeah, okay. I think this is kind of obvious maybe. I do have, so as I said, if you can shoot me an email. I won't be on social media, so do not ever inquire on Twitter past my, like, I just won't see it. If you want inquiries for commissions, it will have to be on email only. Still can't guarantee anything, but you can always shoot your shot. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure at all. But yeah, my email address is, I think, available on my commission page. I must just ask people to not use this email address for anything else than just commission inquiries. Please don't try to reach out to me just to see how I'm doing, or I don't know. Just send another message that's not commission or business related here, please. Even if you want to hear back from me, I probably won't answer if you do that, so let's keep the business address for business stuff. Yeah, I think that was it for commissions. Okay, let me scroll on to the next section and I'll drink more. I'm so glad I haven't cried. I really thought I would. I think I'll be fine. About the VODs. Whether the VODs and clips will stay. If I will be purging everything. I know that this can happen when streamers leave. So, for Twitch clips, I don't particularly plan to delete them. If I do delete any, it's, you know, clips. This is basically the same rules as I apply right now. If it's like, you know, if you just clip me because I said your name, I'll probably delete it. If the clip doesn't have a title and seems accidental, I'll probably delete it. If it's like something very unflattering, I might delete it too, but like I'm not planning to just delete everything or purge everything. Yeah. My model is just fighting for her life, God. For YouTube, I guess the question is more important on the YouTube side because YouTube VODs are permanent, right? They don't poof after 2 weeks. I don't currently plan to delete VODs, so they will be staying up. But I want to say that it's again a very vague answer, but I could very well change my mind at some point and realize that there are some things I'm not super comfortable being just online anymore. So yeah, I guess if you do have a very important stream that you liked, just in case, I could recommend you to save it somewhere. I don't think I will delete stuff or private stuff, but you never know, I guess. I also want to say that if I ever decide to delete some VODs, I probably won't give any heads up about it, because that will probably be for reasons like me not wanting it to be online anymore, and I feel like if I announce that I will be deleting it, it might just lead to this being reposted somewhere else. So yeah. But again, I guess as things stands right now, as the me of November 4th, 2025 is saying, like, speaking, I currently don't think there are VODs I will want to delete or hide. So that's, I guess, the most I can give you guys. I hope the stream is still live. I'm scared. I realized though that with the head pat emote, I feel bad because I realize it's so much. Like, technically, I don't know how many different people are doing this, but it's a lot of points accumulated. I'm so sorry you have to ruin yourself just to give me a sign that I'm still alive. You know what? I think I can occasionally just take a peek, not at the actual chat, but just seeing if the chat moves in any way. Yeah, sorry. I don't want to force you to be engaging. I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm not cursed the second day in a row. God, I swear. When I saw the stream was like, when I had the net outage, I was so devastated. Like, why was it happening that day? Oh, it was so stressful. And I'm really sorry again that it had to be, like, you know, make you feel kind of crap. Like crap, sorry. For like an extra day. It was very unfortunate. But unfortunately, fully out of my control. Yeah, that was the point for VODs. The next point is honestly probably the point I feel the most awkward about. It's about our Discord server for people that are there. I am a bit reluctant to talk about it. I know that when people leave, sometimes they close the server, sometimes they keep it up, and my personal decision was to archive it. It won't technically be deleted, but it will be gradually locked, and so in the end you technically won't really be able to write there. I have like several reasons for this. First of all, I won't be around to like make any moderation decisions, and I also won't be around to compensate my mods, and I don't really feel good about them keeping the mod work there while I can't even thank them or compensate for that. I think it's not really fair to them. Even if they might not mind, it doesn't sit right with me. And at the same time, I obviously don't want to make the Discord server fully like without any moderation. I think it's not a good idea. And I think as a streamer, if I have a server of my community, I think it's you know, kind of my responsibility to make sure that no awful things happen there. And I won't be there to fulfill that responsibility, so, you know. I have another reason, which I must confess is an extremely selfish reason. Another reason I don't want to keep it up fully is because I'm scared. Like it's really not just a reason. Like whichever reassurance you can give me, I will still do this anyway. But I have seen some people having Discord servers and graduating and leaving their servers and seeing how the server shifts into something that it's just not really like, it's not really the same purpose anymore. You get to see more self-promotion, which technically is not bad, but some servers can transform in ways where the original owner or streamer is not even really all that welcome there anymore. And I must admit that that thought scares the hell out of me. And I really wouldn't want that to happen. But I think at the same time, it's a little bit unavoidable when the person is gone and the server, you know, there's no stream. Like, it's true that it would not be the same anyway because streams wouldn't be there, the person wouldn't be there. You will have to talk about something else and eventually it will shift into something else. But selfishly, I mean, it's not like I don't want people to talk about something else, but I still want it to be my community server. I'm sorry, I know it's a really selfish reason, but I still decided to go for this. So basically, when the server will be archived, it won't be like sudden. It's gonna be a gradual process of first, I think, removing any invite links so people cannot join, and then starting to lock a few channels that are less used, and then at the very end all the channels will be locked. I know that some people have shelter servers where, like, when a server is about to close, they make another one for the community to keep in touch. Honestly, if anyone wants to do that, you're completely free to do this. I think it's cool if you want to keep in touch. That's in a way kind of cute. But I decided to be selfish about it for this specific server. So yeah, you know, if I do return, the server will be unfrozen, obviously, but since we just don't know, yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of sorry about this decision. I do feel kind of bad about it because I know it's a little bit selfish, and I also know that some of you have been really interacting there, sharing stuff and interacting and like creating bonds with other moonsters, and I think that's really beautiful. And so I do apologize for taking that away. So again, I can only say, the only thing I can really say is that if you want to keep in touch, really feel free to make something for yourselves. where I don't have, you know, a responsibility to keep it moderated, I guess. But yes, that's probably the one point that I felt the... Well, I guess technically the announcement, I feel awful about too, but like... And the side points, that's probably the one I feel the worst about. Yes. I do have another point still. I think this is my last point, actually, that I'm gonna get to. But I'm gonna drink first. Let me drink. Staring at you. Alright, my next point. My final point, I'm actually not sure anyone even noticed or thought of it. But I did. And I think it's important to mention. So, a very sad news on top of my... Hi, Ghost Hand. A very sad news alongside my... I'm sorry, this is kind of funny. Alongside my departure is that... Unfortunately, I'll be leaving with something like an unfulfilled commitment. Which I'm really sorry about. I'm not sure if anyone even knows which one it is. I don't know because I'm not reading the chat, but for those that remember, or I guess don't remember, I will not be able to fulfill, before my hiatus, I will not be able to fulfill my subathon reward, which was specifically the plan for an original song. It won't be released while I'm active simply because there is no time for it. It was supposed to work out a few months ago, so it was supposed to be released far before that, but unfortunately things did not work out. I do want to say something really important though, as I make this point, is that I'm not forgetting about it. I am not like just discarding it. And I will in fact still be working on it behind the scenes, even while I'm away and focusing on my other priorities. I'll make sure to set time aside so that this thing gets done and that thing gets released, because I mean, obviously you do deserve it. You literally founded that project. I'm not gonna just scam you guys. I'm really sorry it's been taking so long. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys I am not forgetting about this. That's, you know, I can't promise I will be back, but I can at least promise you that this song will be released eventually. If it gets to be released before I ever return, if I do return, it will just be released on my YouTube channel. On the, not the streaming one, but the singing one. And I'll probably be sharing the links again on Twitter, maybe the Discord server as well, even though it will be locked for you guys. Which feels a bit messed up. I can't stop hiccuping. But yes, I'm really sorry that I can't fulfill everything. But please know that I am not forgetting about what you paid for. I really want you to know that I'm not scamming you. I really wish it was released already. But yeah, I'm getting some hardships. But yeah, I will make sure it gets done. So I guess that's another thing you can look forward to, my original song. Not gonna lie, ideally it would be cool if I could release it at the same time as I could come back, but since, you know, we really don't know whatever could happen, there's just not much I can say. Thank you for your patience with this. I know it's been like over a year, close to a year and a half. Technically no one ever bugged me about subathon rewards, even though some of them have been taking a while, and I appreciate your patience. I feel like most people, to be fair, kind of contributed to the subathon not for the rewards but just to chill. So maybe that's why, but it's still important to me that you get what you deserve. Yeah, that was technically the last point I wanted to address. Maybe I forgot stuff, and I'll read the chat in a bit. Not quite yet. I guess I have like some closure words on my Google Doc. Thank you for all the head pats. My hair is probably full of knots now, and I'm gonna be having a really hard time brushing it afterwards. Thanks, guys. No, thank you. My closing thoughts. A bit earlier, when I announced the decision to go on an indefinite hiatus, I did say that it's been a long time coming. The truth is that it was actually thought of at the end of 2023 and initially planned for the end of 2024, but then pushed back to the year after because of some commitments, especially the subathon rewards, which I realized will take a while, and I really wanted to have a subathon before leaving. So I have absolutely no regret of, you know, pushing it an extra year. I don't know if you could notice that actually, but this year I actually tried to do a lot of different streams. I tried to have a lot of fun little events here and there, whether it was big or small. I really knew this will be my last year, even before the year started. And I think I mentioned this mindset quite a lot on stream this year, of like thinking, okay, if I have to stop streaming right now, like if for some reason I become unable to stream, not by my choice, but like just it has to stop suddenly out of nowhere, what will be my regrets? What will have, like, what kind of streams have I never done and always wished I did but never actually did because, you know, I thought, oh, someday, and then never. I really thought about this when the year started, and then I wrote down all the streams I could think of. And then I made a full year planning, well, I guess up until end of November. I wrote everything down and I tried to plan them out. Technically, there were some stuff that weren't really streams. Like, I wanted something for May Day, for example, but in the end it was just a drawing, stuff like that. But I always wanted to make a lot of funny little days count. I can't believe I didn't know about Bean Day and Bingo Day, though. That's a shame. But yeah, I don't know if you could tell that there were a lot of things, but I really tried. And technically, there were a few streams that couldn't work out, because again, there were so many things planned. I think it's not natural that everything will work out. But even then, I'm really happy because I feel like I'm gonna be able to leave without too much regrets, because I feel like even if it's not necessarily noticeable, I tried so many things I always wanted to try, and I did step out of my comfort zone for quite a few things. I even did collabs this year. Wow! I talked to more than one streamer this year. Can you believe it? This is crazy. But yeah, I'm really happy that I was able to do things, and I hope that for all the little events that happened this year, I hope you had as much fun as I did. Like, oh yeah, outside of collabs, also I was glad to do Moonster Day, and one thing I always wanted to do that I got to do not once, not twice, but technically thrice, is charity events. I'm so glad I got to do those. I always wanted to, and I'm glad that, you know, we're helping different kind of people thanks to this. But yeah, I guess technically, if I come back, I still have things I want to do when other ideas, so I can't say I'll be back, but if I am, there'll be more fun events to come. As vague as it is, because, you know, we never know. And technically, that's where all my document ends. And now I don't know what to say anymore. But I'm scared. I think I actually put something on my screen so that I don't see the chat. Like, I literally just put a picture. But I'll probably take it off. As terrifying as it is, because I also want to make sure if you have questions, I can answer them. But again, for any message that I missed, I'll be reading them again in the end on the VOD afterwards, so I hope no one got timed out. Because I don't know if I'll see it otherwise, but it's okay. Alright. Any questions in the chat? Any questions in the class before the quiz? Thank you for everything. Ah, so we want to cry together, is that it? You want to have an evil tag too and make me cry? Can we have a hug? Wait, I can't do that. One sec. I can do that. Just wait a little bit. Well, I don't know if it's really gonna be what you want, but I'll try. I'll try the best I can. Me singing like I didn't say the saddest thing ever. Where is it? Jokes off you, I'm out of tears. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for breaking your little hearts. I'm really sad too. I love streaming. It hurts. It hurts my soul. Here's a hug! That's the closest I can do. Hug! Pretend my sleeves make sense! Hug time! The tears didn't come out now. They'll come out later. Alright. You better show me like a picture of a puddle later. Self-insert. Let's go! I found more. No! I'm so glad I didn't cry. God, I was so scared. I could really feel at some point that it was about to happen. I'll take a selfie with the tissues. Yeah, we need to have like a... I need to everyone needs to have a common picture. But yeah, wait, let me just check the YouTube side because I haven't. Sorry, YouTube. Welcome, YouTube. Thank you for being here too. And sorry for ignoring you for literally... How long has it been? An hour and a half. But... Hello and thank you for being here. Even if you're on hiatus after being done with commissions, will you keep drawing even offline? I'm sorry, I just saw Vigil's comment. Don't cry because it's over, cry because it happened. Worst thing ever, a lunacyhilly stream. To answer the question, I'm so sorry. See, this is literally me proving the point that I can't read the chat, because as soon as one person says something funny, I can't think anymore. My god. Thank god I wasn't reading you guys. To answer the question, I hope I'll be drawing. I do like drawing. I think I'll be much less able to draw digitally because I probably won't be on the computer much. But I still think that I'll want to. And so as long as I want to, I think I'll at least doodle. I'm hopeful that I will. Imagine if I actually draw so much that when I come back, you don't even recognize my art style anymore. And you're like, who the frick is this? They hacked lunacyhilly. What on earth? Can we give you a Moonster dent? I don't think that's something you can. Unless you want to make a Photoshop edit yourself. I'm even gonna remove my hat so that it's easier to edit. Go for it. If that makes you happy before I leave. I hope you took the screenshot. I'm gonna get my hat back on. There we go. Are you planning anything special for your big final stream? Why can't I think when I read the chat? I'm so sorry. I do have a few events that I want to have planned. I want to have a final karaoke, a final lunar game show. Oh, I didn't address this, but on the YouTube side, the YouTube is gonna have a special stream also for their 2nd anniversary and also the 700 subs. But what was I saying? Oh god, see, I can't freaking think. I'm hiding you guys again until I'm done answering my questions. Just kidding. I think I should handle it. I'm just gonna close my eyes. Yeah, I'm gonna have special streams. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have special things. I think for the end, I didn't have something planned. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if anyone... I'm sorry, this is gonna be awkward to say because usually this is stuff that is prepared as surprises, but not always, so I probably should talk about it. I know that when people leave, sometimes, or even for events like anniversaries and birthdays, there are stuff like kudo boards, which is basically like, kind of like, almost like a thank you card, and you can write a message and sign, and people sometimes have streams where they read them. I think... Sorry, because sometimes it's supposed to be a surprise, and I'm just talking about it, but... I think it could be cool to have something like that if people want to say something before I leave. It would be nice to see that. I do want to have on that same stream, what was I about to say? Brain, you can do this. You have done so well up until that point. You can do this. Oh yeah, the same thing we did on the last day of the subathon, which was like all drawing on the same canvas. I think doing this on the last day could be pretty meaningful. I would like to do that. I'll need to organize it, but that's something that I think will give us a nice little closure, if that makes sense. But yes, again, as I said, I have this full like year schedule, so I did write some things. I have some collabs planned, and I want to say for any friends that are streamers or mutuals even, if you want to do something together before I go, feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to have like a lot of fun streams with my friends before I go. So even if it's like kind of scuffed to, you know, organize, I try to make it work. I will play Frog Detective 3. We'll finish this saga. Yeah, I want to have a last Lunar game show, a last karaoke. Maybe a final survey could be nice, but we'll see, honestly. We'll see how we feel. I'd like to know beforehand if there's marbles to blend time for it. Oh my god, yeah, that could totally work for the last Lunar game show. I'll think about it, so you better attend, agent. It's planned. This is actually planned for a specific day. It's planned for November 2018, which also happens to be my cat's 15th birthday. She's old, just like me. So if you can't come for me, come for my cat. November 2018. Is that what I said? November 28! What is wrong with my brain? You sound so much happier when yapping about stream projects. I'm going to cry, alright? You know what? When I have to go, I really want to show you the screenshot of like the full list of all the stuff, because there's like so much text and like all like the little, you know, the little check notes. There's like only, from all the streams that happened so far, there's only 3 streams that did not actually happen. Otherwise, all my plans did work out, and I'm so happy about that. November 20th is cursed. My sister is supposed to go into labor on that day. Why is it cursed? It means you're gonna have a niece or a nephew. 15 is a good cage for a good age for the cat, not a good cage. No, what is my problem? A good cage. That's so freaking messed up. Oh my god. I just saw what Lurkaroo said. Ignore just a little over 1 hour. Nothing compared to what looms ahead, but I'm hoping your path takes you to a place you find plenty of joy. Thank you so much. Such kind messages. I'm both looking forward to reading the comments, and I'm also probably gonna bawl my eyes out. I'm gonna be like, why are people nice to me when I'm evil? Yeah, those brain cells are working hard. This brain cell, it's just one, honestly. It's just overworked. Without Luna, who will defeat Metal and Bingo? Someone else has to take over the streams. One of my watchers need to stream just for the sake of streaming Bingo. And then we'll be fine, I'm sure. It has to be the way, guys. You need to carry on our legacy. I left quite some jokes. I hope they make you laugh. I'm looking forward to it. We can't beat Metal. That's also true, though. Amaya, hi! I'll miss you very much, and I'll miss your co-working streams. I hope the hiatus brings you lots of rest and joy. Thank you. we all become bingo streamers. Suddenly, the bingo stream category is gonna become the biggest thing ever. It's gonna become the next, I don't know, Fortnite. Trust. And then you can say it was thanks to an evil purple anime girl. And then I'll be no, I was about to say something, but it's way too soon. You know, I'll be transparent in disguise, a zoom on my smiling face, being like, you know, you're gonna be like, oh, we did it, lunacyhilly, we made bingo streams, trend, are you watching? And I'm just gonna be busy being like a normie, but I will feel it in my bones. I'll feel that something changed. You know, it's so funny because I didn't even like beans all that much as food, but now I just like, beans are just, you know, you made me like beans. Thank you guys. Wow, that was deep, right? That was so emotional. Thank you guys for making me like beans. You changed my life. I miss you dearly. Wait, oh my god, you guys are typing too much. I can't see the messages. I hope the path ahead will be everything you wish for. Thank you. I must say again, this is really me, the me of today speaking, and also, not gonna lie, the me being emotional about everything, thinking back on everything, and being emotional by, you know, all the support. But as things stand, I do want to say that I really hope I'll get to see you guys again, because I really appreciate everything we got together, and I'm sad to go. and yeah, I hope that we'll get to see each other again. I really do. And now I'm feeling emotional again. Can't have that. Every time you eat beans and you will remember, and I'll just fast forward in 50 years when, you know, realistically I'll be 130-ish. I'll probably be just turned into ashes, but, you know, let's imagine I have like grandkids and we're just gonna eat beans together and they'll see me cry and they're gonna be like, why? Mommy, why is Granny crying about the beans? I'll eat one bean every day to remember you. Thank you. Where will the Bean Mafia go? Oh my god, what if the Bean Mafia is the one hosting all the bingo streams? I'll eat the beans too with tears in my eyes. These are some good beans cries. Also, take care, Chloe. Thank you for... Wait, no, did I? No, wait. I don't know. I thought you said goodbye, but actually it's not. It's not about this. Wait, oh my god. I'm just kicking you out. I can't stay until the end, but no matter what, I'll always be here in case you need me. Of course, Chloe. I technically won't really be online again, but I do want to still be in contact with my friends. Even though, again, I really won't be around, so, you know, we won't have, like, very spontaneous, quick exchanges, but I still want to maintain my friendships. I got a question. Can I send one last podcast? You reminded me of blocking you before that. Thank you. Just kidding. No, sure. Go for it. It was fun hearing your stories. Also, hi, Val! This is the first time I'm able to stop on your stream, and what? You're going away? Awkward timing. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm too evil for this world. I have to go. And then a strange thing happened on Twitch. Someone called Bean Mafia started hosting 24/7 bingo streams. And then it's gonna be reported as a bot. If you ever need me, you know how to reach. Don't worry, we'll respect your decision and giving you space. I mean, my friends are free to message me. It's just, I'll be slow. I'll be around, but not really around. I won't technically be around. What am I saying? This doesn't make sense. Do I make sense? I'm just gonna hope that my friends know what I mean. You can message me. I'll be slow, but I'll probably check it every century and tell you how I'm doing. And I want to hear how you're doing too, so if you message me, you better tell me how you're doing too. Maybe I'll just message you with like a slam door emoji and be like, it's time for you to tell me about how you've been in the past 5 years. She'll be angry, Laura, not around. I didn't know if I wanted to judge or laugh at that. Thank you, Luna. I know it's sometime before you're gone for now, but I've seen tons. It's been tons of fun stopping by to work along with you late at night. I'm glad! Be there or be square, the birth of Cube Luna. To be fair, I kind of like being a nice cube. So, you know. Gonna go on a hunt for the One Piece. I'm holding the One Piece in my hands. They just will never know about it. You became an ice cube. When I get really cold, I like to say I'm turning into an ice cube. I should have made myself a PNG of being an ice cube, but I only made one of being a puddle. Which was cool. Who knows? Maybe before I leave, I have a stream being an ice cube. She's so cool. I know. I know. And my model couldn't handle that. Couldn't handle the compliment. Stupid questions. If one or maybe some of us nominated you for a VTuber award and you were actually a nominee, what would you do? I like the nominee of, like, you know, the top 4 and then people choose. I don't think that will happen. Or if it's like on the list, because I know there are VTuber awards and then at some point every people that ever got nominated, like mentioned or recommended, will be listed. If that's the case, well, you can't really write it because again the Discord will be locked. I hope I'll be there to see it. Maybe I'll see it if you tag me on Twitter, even though technically I won't be around. Maybe when I'll log back in 5 years, I'll be like, oh, I was a nominee in 2025! You know. Remember to self-quote the ice cube. For me or for you? Wait, I don't... No, probably you, right? You're going away. Sorry. Yes, I am. But we still have a full month. We still have a full month, and I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can. I'm not sure I'll stream on the weekends. Maybe I will sometime, but I'll try to stream as much as I can, really. Oh, I guess similarly, guys, if you do have some streams that you really liked in the past that you want to see again before I go, like specific concepts, let me know and I'll try to make them work. Because, you know, this is the last month we have together. Let's try to make it so that we all have like a very satisfying, you know, we're left, and when we leave we're like, we did so much cool stuff together. So feel free to let me know. Can we have another movie night sleepover before you go? I think about it. I don't think I'll necessarily have the sleepover, but I think the movie thing could be cool. Or we could just keep it as a Discord event. I might even... Okay, I really can't speak. Again, my full month is not planned. But there might even be times where I have to stream like twice in a day. Being a super busy person. Being booked, we'll see. Yeah. Co-working stream? Yeah, actually, okay. I was actually planning to having one tomorrow, actually. I just have to confess there's something a little bit awkward. It's that my countdown plugin is broken, so I want to have a cozy stream tomorrow, if I even stream, to maybe work on my schedule and work on some stuff that I want to finish before I go that I can show you. So I think it would be cool to have a chill stream to kind of also just, I guess, recover from what happened tonight. It will probably be an afternoon stream though, but if we do, I just don't know how to handle the countdown problem. I guess, you know, either I'll just not have a countdown and we work all the time, or I'll just do a very scuffed one. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we can try one tomorrow if you feel like that. I was thinking about it, actually. Now I'm busy tomorrow. Maybe I can also have an extra one later. Hopefully. There's a lot to say, but hard to put into words. Either way, I think many people are preparing something after this or just ready to enjoy the time left for the hiatus. I reserve my words until then. So mysterious, but understandable. I know announcements like this are. I think in my case... Oh my god, I'm so sorry guys. Can I say something that... I don't know, maybe it's gonna make you laugh a little bit. It's something really stupid that happened that I find really, really funny. I don't know if anyone saw it, but I actually accidentally leaked my announcement yesterday. I freaking leaked the whole thing. So basically my tweet to say that there's an important stream. I said, there's an important stream. And I sent a tweet. And then at the same time, like an absolute idiot, I tweeted out the actual announcement at the exact same time. And it's because I kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous and stressed and I just did not think. And then I realized that I accidentally made a horrible mistake. And I immediately deleted it and I had a heart attack. And I felt like, girl had one job. One job! And she couldn't even do her freaking announcement right. From this to the net outage. What is this? I just deleted it immediately and I felt so freaking stupid. It's so embarrassing. I didn't see any person reacting to it because again I deleted it really fast, but I thought that maybe people that had like notifications enabled might have seen it, and I felt awful because then they have to just wait until I actually say something. So then I tweeted like, something got out too early, guys. If you saw it, can you pretend you didn't? This is literally the worst. Like, this is literally one of the nightmare scenarios where you're like thinking about if you have to do it and you're like, imagine if that happens, haha, that will be so embarrassing and horrible. And then it happens to me. Oh my god. That was so like, I was like, honestly, I was a ball of nerves at like this time. So I was just really like kind of devastated by even just freaking leaking the thing. I was like, no, oh my god, oh no, this cannot happen. But I was really I was feeling all sorts of things. Hi Verb. But then just when I think about it now, I just think it's so stupid and funny. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wasn't sure if I had seen it or not. Yeah, I wanted to ask actually if anyone actually got it in their notifications. If that's the case, if anyone saw it, whether this is like watching the VOD or live. I do at least want to say thank you so much for actually not leaking it out, even though it's kind of a big announcement and stuff. But were you planning to schedule that tweet? So basically, hi Shiki! So basically, what did you tweet? Special announcement tomorrow about Hiatus? No, let me explain. God, my freaking heart attack. This is so ridiculous. I can't stop laughing about it. So I scheduled the tweet to say that I will go live and that I had something important to say. That one was scheduled, which is what was exactly at noon. But actually, just shortly before, no, let me rephrase. On top of that, I also had the tweet ready to like talk about, you know, my hiatus and stuff. With like the picture, the text, the everything. And it was, I was scared of accidentally posting it. Clown moment, I know. I was scared of accidentally posting it. So instead I scheduled it for like a faraway day, which was like, I think November 8th. I knew that it will be posted before then, but it's just to make sure that I'd like, if I accidentally click like the post thing, instead it's just scheduled for that day. And then when the tweet about my announcement of the stream itself was posted, I don't know why, because I just changed something, I was afraid that it didn't get sent, and I didn't see it on my tab. So I checked in my drafts, and then I quickly saw one post that was scheduled not for noon, but for noon 10, and I was like, crap, I got the wrong time, so I'm gonna clear it immediately and post it, so that, you know, it's not like late. That was the wrong post. That was the announcement. And I realized as it was loading, and I was like, no. No. There's no freaking way. So now, needless to say, this is no longer in my drafts or my scheduled because I do not trust myself anymore. This was so stupid. So emotional. Yeah, it's really like you realize when it's too late, when it's like sending and like actually pressed cancel, but it was too late. At least it was an email. Did you know that some professional email addresses actually actually allow you to take it back, but it's for work ones. So yeah, the panic, it was real. It was real. Hello Light, hello everyone, hello Ophelia. It didn't stop the bad feelings. Yeah, but yeah, you know, for my own announcement, I was really I was feeling all sorts of things, but now I'm just like, I just think it's so funny. It's really stupid. I'll be posting the actual tweet that, you know, technically got leaked, but I'll be posting it after the stream. Interesting. I thought that they just pretend they sent it, but it's actually scheduled for later. I guess. It holds the email for 30 seconds or so you can undo it. Oh, so it's still pretty short though. But I see. I see. At the end, she was the main leaker. It's true. Can't count on anyone, especially myself. She's just doing everything wrong. But you know, in a way, I find it kind of cool. You know, it's kind of iconic. The girl that couldn't even do her proper announcement. Right. She had to leak the source, and then after saying that it will be an important stream at a specific date, she had to not have internet anymore. Like, you can't make this up. You can't configure the option, the holdout. Once an email reaches the recipient's inbox, you can't undo it. Huh, interesting. It's like, guys, can you give this announcement for me? When others are more trustworthy than herself, it's true. It's so ironic because I wanted to be organized, so I, like, you know, put it in my draft so that at least it was already prepared and everything. And no, this was what caused my demise. Mods, announce my hiatus. Chat, can you announce my hiatus for me? Wait, you didn't know? Awkward. But yeah, I don't think I have really all that much more to say, but I do want to say thank you guys for your very kind words. I was absolutely terrified to make this stream, as you probably heard at the beginning. I think I was really awkward and nervous and vulnerable and emotional and everything. But yeah, thank you for all the very kind support, and to pet my head all the time to make sure I knew that the stream was not dead. When being organized makes you disorganized, talk about self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes, it's true. Thousands of points were lost today for a good cause. I'm so sorry, but also thank you. I didn't think of this strat, honestly. Had I known, maybe I have made the headpad very, very cheap. Chat, she tippy tap away. We cry and wave our tissues while she reassures us this. I can't see the thing anymore because you redeemed the stuff. Thousands of points are still in stock. Great. It's okay, you can do that for the third hiatus. Wow. Wow! Too soon, Metal, too soon! So funny because when you redeem it a lot, you're just canceling each other's headbat. So there were times I was just talking to myself and I would just see literally like the hand appearing for like a split second. Like I just only saw it like transparent because it wasn't even long enough to be fully opaque. Ghost hands, that was beautiful. But yeah, I don't think there were any questions left, I think. If you do come up with if you have more questions to ask, you're always free to ask on Discord. Technically I didn't mute the Discord server today because I was really nervous. There should be a queue of hands. I kinda wish I could put the cooldown of the headpad to be there, but not as long as 1 minute. But that's the shortest time you can do multiple of hands. Beautiful. That would have been cool. Not a question, but hey, Huey, thanks for sharing the Alolan Executor. It was the last card I needed for that pack. I'm glad! There's one person. I know it's a Moonster, and I'm so sorry. I don't remember who it is because they have a mysterious name. Actually, isn't that Sikad? I don't know. Is it Sikad? That keeps sending me stuff, so they also help me complete something. If it's not Sikad, I'm sorry, that's kind of awkward. Whoever mysterious smiley face help me. Thank you. That's Borxa! Oh my god, I must... See, I must leave, guys. This is why I cannot stay on stream anymore. 1 minute is the shortest cooldown, not short enough. Right! I like it to be like, I don't know, 10 seconds or so that you guys can like actually spam it without killing each other's hands. Alas, that is not the case. But I also don't want to make the hand last for 1 minute. Borxa mentioned. I'm so sorry, Borxa. See, this wouldn't have happened if you had your name visible. But thank you. They sent me like one card a day, and I got a bunch from Smiley and Dobby. Nice. Nice. I need to drink. Share feature is so nice. It's so generous! We fight for who gets to pet Luna. It's time for a battle royale, and then the winner may have the privilege of touching my head. I was wondering why you're always locked. I was locked? Really? Oh, does that mean you can only get one card a day? Is that why? Ah, I thought it was a longer cooldown. Okay. I see. You can share as many as you want. No, I meant. This is a Pokemon TCG game. Yes, sorry, we didn't even talk about whatever this was. But yes, talking about TCG Pocket. Monster Battle Royale for Headpad Privilege. This is funny, but also very pretentious, right? Who does she think she is? You can only share Gen 1? Really? I didn't know about that. I never noticed. Oh, you mean Gen 1, like from all the year of 2024? I mean, not 24, like the past first, like the packs of A, like the A packs instead of B packs. I feel like I make no sense. I'm so sorry. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I'm just a bit tired. You know, it's weird because I'm very grateful for the stream. And people being so kind. So this is the kind of stuff where people are just so nice, you just kind of don't want to end the stream, but at the same time, is there really all that much to say? And also, if I want to have a stream tomorrow, I still need to make my announcement on like social media, and you know, I probably sleep very well. I slept so badly in the past days because I was so nervous and stressed about the whole thing. I kind of want this to continue. Right, it's so cozy. This is like a rare chatting streams from lunacyhilly, where we're all wholesome and everything. It's 3 AM for me, so I'm going to sleep now. I'm happy I was able to be here at least. I hope to see you around. Thank you, Rina. Rest well. Take care, take care. Oh, hi, Kyle. Nothing is scarier than the ride before the ride. It's true. I do love rides, but I get why some people get really scared of like the build up before it actually goes down. Because I feel like people get more scared of that actually when it goes up before it drops rather than the drop itself. Hello, Sonic Wind. I see some people joined and didn't. Yeah, I just was about to say it. Sorry to soar the mood again for the people that just don't know what's going on. I announced that I'll be on an indefinite hiatus after November. Thank you for everything. Yeah. I had a feeling. I feel like with this kind of, you know, say I have something important to talk about, it's usually pretty predictable. I always made it pretty clear on stream that I will never like make a clickbait out of this. I wouldn't make a prank out of this. I think that's really cruel. I don't want to toy with people's feelings. There's like just, I don't know, just there's no point in doing that. It's not fun. So I think just from knowing that aspect and how I feel about this, you know. Otherwise, I have said it's a good announcement. Don't worry, guys. But I knew that was gonna be a lie, so had to just, yeah. Sorry. I haven't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get going soon, though. It's almost midnight. But yeah, for people that missed the actual thing, I will be like right after the stream before going to sleep. I'm gonna post the actual tweet that again I leaked. Oh my god. But I'll be sharing the tweet. The tweet does have like some like text, so it talks a little bit about things. It's definitely not as much or as into details as the stream, obviously. But yeah. Midnight. I know you can't relate, honey. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to get some rest. But yeah, thank you everyone for hearing me out today and being kind and supportive. And again, I'm really sorry for announcing things that might make a few of you sad. And I'm sorry for also just again the stream that had to be postponed and making people scared for much longer than it was ever needed. Obviously not my intention, but still, you had to deal with that. I do appreciate you a lot. Still very grateful for everything. We still have some time left before I leave, so we can do a lot of fun special streams before then. Yeah. If it will help you, then this is for the best. I know, but you know, it never feels good to be the source of people's sadness, right? Even if it's necessary, and even if I know that people are understanding. It just, you know, you never really want to be the cause of it. But it is what it is. I'm sorry, guys. I have to leave. It's not a goodbye to see you later. Hopefully. But who knows what the future is made of. I really hope so, though. I'd say sadness means we truly care. So it's okay. Imagine if people just were like not caring, just being like, I don't know, rip bozo. Who? I don't even remember subbing here. Oh, thank you, Kancho, for the 100 bits. Thank you for stream and all you've done. Here's to the month of November for fun. We love you, Luna. It's true for all your streams and all content you do. And this new season, we successfully chased down the sun. Wow, that sounded so cool. L ratio reboost. But yes, thank you everyone. I really don't want to end the stream, but you know, to make sure that I actually get to prepare even more and that we can have lots of fun, we also need to get some rest. And I think, you know, I don't know if I can really say I gave any reassurance, because as I said, I can't really promise I'll even return in the first place. But I hope that, you know, by at least having me talk and explain as much as I could, and, you know, at the end just talk about Pokemon Pocket for some reason. I hope that it made things a little bit more okay. But yeah, if you need to take a step back, you know, I know this might seem weird, but if you need to take a step back from the streams for, you know, the rest of the month or a little while because of, you know, the negative feelings, that's okay. No hard feelings. Do what you must to feel okay. And I wanted to say something else, but of course I cannot remember anything now that I see the chat. Brain, you can do this. What was it? No. Crap, this is awkward. What was it? No. Wait, there was something I wanted to say before I go. What was it? Crap. Why can't I ever remember a thing? So yeah, well, it's not what I want to say, but I guess blaming us again, always. I need to live on to my evil reputations. Can I ask when you plan to have your last stream for now? It's gonna be on November 30. I don't know the time yet because I think it's probably gonna be a very long stream. So I don't think it's reasonable to have it start super late, because otherwise I'm gonna crash before I can, you know, have a proper goodbye. But it's gonna be November 30, and then I'm dipping. But yeah, since you missed it, you can I guess maybe, I don't know if that's really gonna give a lot of answers, but look forward to the actual announcement that will be on social media after. Maybe it will have some of the explanations explained. Sentence of the year. Oh, I think what I wanted to say was about people stepping out. Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to say. I think it's also good for you guys to have a bit of time to process your emotions instead of just me talking to you guys. Because I feel like... I'm sorry, maybe this is a very pretentious assumption I'm making, but I feel like, at least on my experience, it hits harder once I go offline. Like, whether I'm a watcher or I'm a streamer. Because we're still talking, but once there's no talk left, not like when I'm, you know, when my final stream is done, but even when today's stream will be over, I think the feelings might, you know, pent up again. I think that will be the case for me. And I think that's okay. I think it's important to have a private time to, you know, think about it, process your emotions. Alone or with a friend if you need. But, yeah. Gonna ask for holiday for work at the day. I'll be there. Aww. I'll be there no matter what. Thank you guys. The way I'm just like, I have to end the stream, and then I never end. And it's like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. But no one wants to hang up. And then it's awkward because at some point we just won't have anything left to say, and we're just gonna stare at each other like, okay, so who is hanging up? Can you please? Can you do it? Like, this is getting awkward now. Hang up, god damn it. Let's have a stream until we can't stand each other anymore. We'll stare at each other until the internet crashes again. I was so scared when it will die today. I swear, when it crashed a bit earlier today, I was about to cry. I was like, This can't happen again! How? Like, I can't keep postponing an important announcement forever, right? This feels so messed up because I know people already feel bad about it. And again, I'm really sorry that I made you worry for extra longer. So like, but at the same time, it feels so messed up to keep, you know, like, you know, it's not like I was trying to bait anyone, but on the long term, if it's like, oops, I guess you have to wait an extra week. And then especially for our announcement to be not a good one, it feels really messed up. So honestly, I was so scared of the net not working today. I was so scared when I went to bed that when I will wake up it will still not be there. And I was wondering if I should just post the announcement on Twitter, but I will have been so sad because it's so important to, you know, I feel like for stuff like this, being able to communicate as much as I can and tell you things myself without like a freaking TLDR. I think that's, you know, the least I can do for you. The internet is trying to stop you. You know, I kind of like to imagine that actually my ISP provider, oh she's me, and saw the tweet announcement and saw this coming, and I was like, no, she's never leaving. And that's why. But eventually they got fired because, you know, they can't really keep doing this. You know, that's gonna be my headcanon. This just, you know, my ISP provider is a monster. Actually, does the P and ISP mean provider? Because if I just say ISP provider, does it even make sense? I don't know. Guess you have to wait an extra day. Imagine if it kept going so long that I wouldn't even be able to stream, and then the announcement is on November 30. So I'm announcing that I'm leaving right now. Bye, guys. That's so messed up. Internet service provider. The sequel. Internet service provider is top tier 3 subber. Thank you for the support, ISP. But please, let me have. Please don't make any of my streams crash this month. We don't have much time. I want to make sure it works. Thank you in advance. But yeah. So I think I'll be back tomorrow in the afternoon. So it's gonna be 1 p.m. CET, which is in exactly 13 hours. I'm gonna have a cozy co-working stream. So honestly, it's mostly to have kind of a cozy chatting time. Technically we just had that, but you know, a cozy chatting time that's away from the big bad announcement, I guess. Like with our thoughts a bit, like we digested the thing a little bit more. We can, you know, we don't have to just keep crying anymore. I mean, you're free to cry. I don't want to prevent you from crying. If you want to, do what you must. But you get what I mean. To just kind of move on. To just focus not on the fact that I'm leaving, but on the fact that we want to spend a nice time together. I'll be emotional. It's okay. Me too. I will be. I'll be. Make the most of every time. Yay! Don't cry until the end. Just cry now. Don't waste your time crying right now. No, don't waste your time crying later. Cry now. It's the time. Cry, redeem. So your tears can come out. Oh, wait. I wanted to read a comment that I missed. But I'm looking forward to watching the VOD. I probably will cry when I watch the VOD because then I'll see people are nice or funny or, you know. Maybe I'll just cry because I'll be embarrassed by how I behave. You know, I'm like, oh my god, she's so cringe. That's the lamest announcement ever. A taste of pace in every story often mean that a new chapter is ahead of us, where the pages are still blank for you to fill them out the way you intend the story to progress, and where it leads you. Quote from one of my great ankles, I'm so sorry. Angles, yes. Back to the thing. I ruined it. I ruined the quote. I'm sorry. The last artist VTuber that graduated recently cried every stream her last month, so I'm curious if you're gonna do the same. You know, feel like no. Because even, I feel like announcements are more difficult than actually the thing where I have to leave, I think. Because the announcement is you have to really share bad news. It's very stressful and it's just kind of awkward. And I think it's this that makes me more emotional. Having to say it out loud rather than leaving. I actually never really cried on stream. I was close to crying on my 2 hiatus announcements, but it never actually happened. And I think because today was fine. I don't know why. I think I have something that just prevents me from crying on stream. Even though I get emotional and I'm very touched. I think because my brain knows that I'm streaming, I can't cry. Which, you know, in a way is almost sad. Like, maybe it's messed up to say, but like, you know, I kind of wish I could be as emotional as you guys. Like, to be fair, I don't think you will want to hear me cry because you probably will feel bad that I'm crying, but you know, I'm like, I wish I was a bit more emotional even. It's the adrenaline, I get it. I'm strong then. I'm very buff. Sounds better in the forbidden language though. Oh, your quote! I didn't even consider the fact that it was forbidden, but I guess it makes sense. I cry if you cry. But you also cry if I don't cry, right? Which is fair. Again, you're completely free to process with your feelings the way you need. I don't think there's a right and a wrong way to deal with that, so just take care of yourselves though. And you better take care of yourselves when I actually leave, like for real. You better behave about yourselves. Better be kind. Take care of yourself. True. Don't tell me what to do, but yes, I will. In a way, this decision is a very big step of self-care, as painful as it is, because it hurts really badly. But you know, it's gonna. I'm gonna tell you what to do. What do I do? Get cared for. No! Starts not stretching. Oh no. I'm cooked. Alright. Okay, needless to say, guys. I won't be raiding anyone today. I think that's a bit inappropriate. But yeah. Hi, Platinum Mag! I hope you get everything you need from your lunacyhilly. Thank you! 2 more and deeply is to have loved fully, and I'll mourn this for the rest of my life. Oh, I didn't say something. This reminded me of something. Thank you for your kind words, though. I wanted to say something, which, you know, I talked about how I don't want to give the false hope that I might be back because I just don't know. So it's just really uncertain. And, you know, like, obviously, please don't feel bad about unsubscribing if you're already paying a subscription. Like, I'm literally not giving anything in return, so like, I won't stop you if you want to keep the emotes, but like, you know, don't care about, I don't know, the streak or whatever. This is not worth the money. And I also want to say something obvious, and I know it's gonna sound dramatic, but I really want to say it because I still think it's important. Because I know when people have Oshis, they can have like conflicted feelings, I guess. I want to say, since I don't know if I'll be back or when I'll be back, technically I might be back in a really long time. If I do, well, whether even if I don't, like, just in general, know that it's completely fine to move on. And in a way, I kind of hope you do. Like, not because I don't want you guys to care for me anymore, but like, you know, if I one day return and you're not around and, you know, you realize my streams are not really for you anymore, I think it's obvious, but, you know, it's completely fine. Never feel like you have to always be around for me. Or, you know, to stay around just in case I come back, since we don't know. Like, I think it's kind of a natural process of life to also just have shifted interests. Technically, this probably will happen to me too, to some extent, as I'll do something very different from now on. But like, just never feel bad if you have to go, if you have to leave. And even if you have to leave before I have to leave, if you're like, you're not leaving, I'm leaving, that's fine. Do what you do, but like, don't feel like you have to be loyal to me, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't believe in... I kind of don't believe in the mindset that you should always be dedicated to one person forever and always be faithful to like watching them or supporting them. So, you know, if you move on, not just from watching streams, but just from, you know, me and focus on all the Oshis, good for you. I kind of hope I get to find out who the Oshis are though, because I want to know. Also, I know that some people don't necessarily watch a lot of other streamers, and for those, if you still want to watch streamers but you're like, crap, the purple girl is good, I'll be probably writing down a list of all my friends and technically the people I collab with too, so that you can check them out. I think that with all the people that I love very dearly, if you watch my stream and like them, there will at least be one person that you'll enjoy watching, I'm sure. So if you like watching streams but you don't have anyone, I got you. I got my recommendations for you. Don't even worry about it. But you know, if you don't want to watch streams anymore, that's fine too, I think. Again, different stages of life. Oh my god, I moved something, but I don't know what it was. Okay, we're fine. I might have missed something. As an example, I am actually heading out right now before Luna ends as my workout is soon. No! No! Have a nice workout session, Kancho. Thank you for passing by today. Hi, Wind. I think I missed some comments, but I guess I'll be posting the announcement again on social media, and I think on the YouTube VOD specifically, because you know it's always gonna be up, most likely. I'm probably gonna make timestamps about every point, since you know I addressed several things, so that if you have questions, you can just check the description or the comments, I don't know, and check that out, and so that you get answers with like proper context. Because I think the document that I'm gonna, not the document, but the post I'm gonna have on social media is not gonna answer every single question that I talked about on stream. So yeah. So now the only thing left to do today is play some bingo. Now I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna rest. And you should too. Even if the day just started, you deserve some rest. Because I say so. I decided that you deserve rest. Time for the sleepover right now. Alright guys. I really don't want to end the stream, but I think we really should. You know, if we drag this on for too long, at some point we're gonna regret not ending it sooner. So let's do it while we actually really like the stream, so that we're like, that was really great, and not like, that became awkward. So thank you again for hearing me out today. Sorry again for the delay of the announcement, and I guess some of the news. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back tomorrow in the afternoon for a chill stream. We can chat about other stuff if we want, but we can also talk a little bit more about, you know, this if we need. I guess we'll see. And thank you for coming to the stream again. I know that it's not as fitting for everyone's time zone, but I really appreciate you giving me the time of your day or night. I really am grateful for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for sparing me for some of your time. I messed up the sentence. Thank you for sparing me some of your time. God damn it. Alright. I'll head out. Have a nice night or day. I really appreciate you guys. Why did my bottle die? It's really a sign. I hope you know that though, that I really care about you. I shouldn't say I'm gonna miss you, because you know, it's not like I'm not leaving yet technically. Let's not make it overly dramatic. But yeah. See you tomorrow perhaps. And if not, I think, okay, I'm sorry I don't have a schedule yet. I'm gonna post it tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna work on it tomorrow on stream. So we'll see. Also, again, for any person that wants to collab or do whatever, DM me and I'll squeeze you somewhere. I'll make it work, trust. Take care, everyone. I hope that despite everything, you can have a nice Christopher Day. It's really awkward to find a proper time to end it now. I keep wanting to say another sentence and then another sentence. So I'll just say bye now. Bye bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate it. Take care. Goodbye.